then I can move OBS up here.
This is the other thing that happens when you're doing these long streams is when you need to shift what you're actually displaying.
Mm-hmm.
OBS will find new and wonderful ways to not display what you're trying to.
I think we'll be fine. Um, but let's see. Do we have? I think we do.
Oh, is this we're gonna view the Steam version?
We will, so that it looks all pretty. Also we can well here's the question. Should I just go as hard as possible? Or do you want to see like a reasonable representation?
I guess for me, what I would like to see is because I was talking about this with Will the other night. I am Dwarf Fortress curious. I play an awful lot of stuff adjacent to it. I'm fairly well versed in roguelikes in the truest sense. I personally prefer the roguelite because I don't have enough time to lose my life to a true roguelike, but I would like to see I would like to see the magic. Like because when I play a game uh like Dwarf Fortress, like the closest analog I personally have lately is Caves of Cut.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem with any of these games is that the learning curve to even get started tends to be a cliff. Um, and once you get past that huge hurdle, then you're able to you're versed in the game's language and how generally things operate and what the systems at play are. But until you get to that point, it's an awful lot of I pressed a button and I saw a character on the screen move, and then the terrain changed behind me, and now I cannot visually parse it. So I guess what I'm saying is ease me in.
Okay. We'll go I will we'll start small and simple. How about that?
Okay.
But I won't eliminate the possibility of things going completely off the rails because that is the fun of the game.
I would like to see maximum chaos.
Well, we
Eventually.
can we can so we could go maximum chaos, right? We can go we can make this the worst experience.
You know what? That if you think you can simultaneously bring me into the fold and show me everything spinning off the rails wildly, that could be very entertaining. Ducky requests max chaos,
All
so
right. We
maybe we
will
should just give the people what they want.
we will generate a world that does not care about us in the slightest. Um, uh, you know what? If I do low mineral and maximum savagery, I think I will not even be able to. So let's just go. We'll have lots of resources to work with, but um, it will it will go in bad places pretty quickly.
Excellent. Strange moods afoot.
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent.
And we're doing a small world so that this doesn't take a year to generate.
Okay.
Now, normally this would be completely full, this map, but
Hmm.
this is all the size of the map that we've got. So yeah, we're gonna do fortress. We're gonna skip the tutorial. All right. So now we need to find an embark location. Um,
Okay. So in embark location, is that just picking a starting point, or do you start this game with dwarves that need to camp somewhere?
So the way that this works is you set off to start a new civilization, a new fort in a new location that's part of your existing civilization, and you're going to get 7 dwarfs, and they're going to show up with a cart and whatever supplies you decide to bring. And since we're going for maximum chaos, we're gonna try and find just the worst place to embark on.
No.
Just truly an awful location. Maybe we won't do an aquifer. Maybe that's where too awful.
So what problems can arise from an aquifer?
So an aquifer is a section that's probably going to be a whole layer, maybe multiple layers, that are just filled with water. So that prevents you from digging down. And the whole point of this game is to dig down. So you have to find a way to get through that aquifer. And if you don't know how, you will not figure it out before the fortress dies.
Do you know how?
I do know how.
Oh.
But since we're going to be embarking in an evil location, I want to be able to get underground as quickly as possible, so...
So is an evil location determine the types of wildlife around, or is it influence like spirits or things like demonic creatures or things like that?
All of the above.
Excellent.
We might end up embarking on a location with a mega beast just sitting right there. That may in fact kill everyone this very second we boop into the world.
So is a mega beast similar to, say, a Gru?
So the mega beasts are named creatures. If I had gone into legendary mode, we could have looked at the history of the world and found a mega beast.
Okay.
And read about them. They're going to be something like take your usual creature, say a scorpion, now make it enormous and give it a whole bunch of magical characteristics, like it's always on fire, or it's made out of adamantite, so it's actually invulnerable. Literally unkillable.
You can merely drive it away, but you can't kill it.
Yeah. If you encounter a mega beast deep in the caverns that is unkillable, the only thing you can really do is hope that it doesn't notice you, and maybe prepare a trap for it, where you can, much like in epic fantasy, trap it forever somewhere and hope nobody ever lets it go.
All right, so we're going to imprison this sucker in the moon. Let's go.
Yes. So it would seem that there is only one location that fits our needs, and it has a light aquifer. So we're gonna look around a little bit.
These settings are actually filtering the generated world for locations that meet the criteria.
Yes. And the closest we've got is this one little yellow spot. We don't seem to have any other spots anywhere else in the world that even came close. So I think we're going to be embarking on this location.
So is this a small map size or a standard one?
This is this map is small. Our embark location is going to be, I think, 4x4, which is normal.
Okay.
So let's yeah, we'll do 4x4, which is what we searched for. And let's see. We're gonna have some clay. We got some iron. That's good. We got some soil. It's heavily forested. There's lots of vegetation, but the surroundings are terrifying.
I
And
can't
it's
imagine
small.
that is going to keep our dwarves mentally happy.
So let's embark on the Brazen Murk. And yeah, yeah, yeah. I know there's an aquifer. We're gonna make do.
The game says, "Please don't."
Yeah. It's nice enough to warn you when you're doing something extraordinarily stupid.
Hmm.
We're gonna keep the normal economy. All the hard does is make you have to collect more things um and I don't see the need for that since I'm mainly trying to teach you. And I think I think we'll go with hard enemies. That's really good. Like, it's gonna be bad. This could end very quickly. Um, but we're gonna prepare for this journey because we need to. Um, so let's see. We're definitely gonna need a miner. In fact, I think it's probably a good idea for us to get underground quickly. So I'm going to have two, we'll say three reasonably proficient miners. Um,
Okay,
in,
I was about to ask you when the skills said not woodcutter. I was actually hoping that the skill actually was not woodcutter, in that they would develop a personality trait with an huge aversion to wood,
mm.
or an aversion to cut wood.
So
They would.
they can, the dwarves can have phobias, essentially. So
Okay.
that sort of thing can happen. They have personality quirks that phobias is probably not the right way to put it, but they can have aversions is probably the better way to
Hmm.
preferences. I doubt we're gonna get anyone out here to to. Well, I mean, I guess we're gonna get some kind of caravan coming through, so we might as well have somebody that knows how to talk to them.
All
So
right.
we're gonna actually, you know what? We'll make our one guy. He's a miner, and he's also a uh, persuader and negotiator.
Ah,
Um,
the negotiator.
we're gonna need some kind of um, planter, and then they can also be our brewer. And we should do a fisherman, and yeah. So all the ones that go outside, we're gonna give combat ability to. So our fisherman, we can make a spear dwarf, and our two woodcutters are gonna also be axe dwarves. And that at least might give them a fighting chance while they are outside. And apparently, archery is bugged in the Steam version right now,
Okay.
so we're not gonna do any crossbow dwarves. But let's see, we can do a little bit of masonry on this guy. Maybe a little bit of gem cutting. Maybe make this a backup weaponsmith. And you'll be just like mostly a weaponsmith and an armor smith. That should work.
So does every dwarf in this game have a general drive to create?
They definitely have drives to do the things that they are proficient in. If they get into a strange mood, they're gonna want to create, and you better have the stuff that they want, or they will go on a killing spree, or strip naked and run around the fortress, or any number of insanities. Earthen Lock is a good name for a settlement. I think we can just go with that. Group name. The Delightful Tool. Okay, this... No edits.
I don't think this is going to be delightful.
No edits. I'm happy with those.
Yeah, 10 out of 10, no notes. Let's go.
All right. Stuff. So we're gonna need an extra axe and an extra pick. And then we need weapons. Like, I'm happy with the rest of this stuff. We're gonna take weapons.
Can you not use your pick as a weapon? They'd actually have to.
I can't remember if the picks can be used as weapons. The axes, they are battle axes. They chop wood with battle axes.
Excellent.
Um,
As any dwarf should.
So we've got a spear dwarf, so we're gonna take a spear. And I'm gonna take a couple of hammers and a couple of maces. I'm tempted to bring iron weapons, but I think we'll be fine. I don't think we could... I mean, we could afford to bring some steel. Well, we could afford to bring one steel weapon. But I think we're fine. It'll be fine. It's probably better to bring armor.
I would say armor is rather important unless you kill everything in one hit.
Yeah, that won't be happening.
Yeah, I was gonna say this doesn't seem like the kind of game where that is possible, at least early on.
So we're just gonna bring some copper mail shirts, and some copper helms, and some copper gauntlets, and some boots, and some greaves. And that's it. We're out of money. I'm not going to bring any extra animals. If we're lucky, we'll be able to find animals. And
I think we might be finding a lot of fish.
We might.
If this aquifer is as wonderful as I've been promised.
Well, the stone will be permeated. I don't think we... I can't remember if there was a river or not. I don't think there was. Hopefully we have some kind of body of water, or this might end up being really short. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Let's spend the 4 points.
Oh, what are you spending? Oh, I see. You can get some items for points.
Let's get a couple extra ale. I'm sure that will matter. All right. A dwarven outpost. You have arrived after a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond. Your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all Kermiston. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you. But it is spring now, enough time to delve secure lodgings, ere the cougar men get hungry. A new chapter of Dwarven history begins here at this place. Berthak, Earthenlock, strike the earth.
So, question.
Yeah.
How much of the story framework presented just now is generated versus... Because when I hear that, I'm like, okay, this sounds like templated language, and we insert the cougar men and the names.
Yes. Yeah. You that is correct. But
Okay.
other locations. So like if I click here on this dwarf and I go to their personality, each and every dwarf has their own personal set of characteristics that are revealed to you through these traits. The traits, their values, their preferences, and their needs. And that extends.
Oh my.
That extends quite deep. The animals that we have, like our yaks that pulled the cart, and this. Apparently, we've got a horse here as well. They don't have like personalities, but they do have, their health, with all of the details and a description. And they all have their own sets of things. So this one's slow to tire, which is maybe helpful. And he's average size.
Seems like a pretty good trait for a yak.
Yeah, average size, russet hair, copper skin, black eyes. All right, let's take stock of our surroundings a bit. We're up on a hill. That's good.
How do you tell that you're up on? Oh, I see. The semi-transparent showing the layer below means you're on a layer above.
Yes. So.
Okay.
And we do have a river. So
that's good. They can't drink.
We do have a river. That's beneficial for a host of reasons. It's moving water, which is helpful for some things, and it's an infinite source of water. Whereas like I could drain this little pool, and the pool up here, this pool. I could just come in here and I could poke open this wall, and then the water is just gonna all drain out of there. And it's probably gonna spread out across the ground until it's a single layer deep, and then evaporate, and then all that water is just gone.
Oh, so like, let's say the world decides there's a drought condition, and any of the smaller ponds are in danger of essentially evaporating fully.
Yes, that is a thing. Depending on, I didn't bother to check how far south we are, but it'll probably freeze in the winter.
You were, if I remember, I would say you were like 40% up from the bottom.
Yeah.
Like south of the equator, but not southerly.
It's likely that it will freeze in the winter, at which point the water will freeze. So. Okay, we got giant weasels right here. So that's already a potential problem.
It's clumsy though, so we're okay.
Yeah, at least they're not zombies. that would be bad. I'm not seeing anything terrible on the surface. which that means we got lucky.
It means we must go deeper.
Oh,
I
we
think.
will. We will. We will. So let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything evil on the surface, which that is that is that is a really good thing. So let's start by digging our way into the mountainside a bit. So I'm gonna be using priorities. You don't have to. So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna do a dig, and I'm gonna do it at high priority.
Is this per dwarf, or are you generally issuing orders?
So the orders that you are giving are it's kind of like The Sims, but maybe even less interactive. So I can't give each individual dwarf a command directly. I issue sets of orders, and then they get fulfilled.
Okay, so you're saying I would like you to dig a tunnel that's 3 squares wide by however long, and the dwarves will eventually get it done.
Exactly.
And then next, you're going to build, say, a room off to the side. I see.
Yes. And I'm prioritizing them because I want them to finish one before moving on to the other.
Can a dwarf decide to take turns out of order if things go sideways?
Not when I prioritize them.
That might be too much chaos.
Well, so they'll decide if they're going to go do digging. They can decide to go do other things, but they can't. Mm-hmm. They can't. If they're going to go digging, they're going to go dig in the order I told them to. And I'm hoping that none of my dwarves are lazy. I could look at that. I could look at their personalities and see if any of them are lazy. But we'll find out pretty quickly.
So I'm assuming, based on what I'm seeing here, that these black or the gray squares imply that there is a layer above you that you are digging into.
Yes.
Okay. So this is like the hillside or the cliffside. Okay. Did you lose your tunnel?
No, I know where it is. I just
okay. So how what's the vertical distance roughly between a layer? Is it like 10 feet or 20 meters or what?
I think it's 3 meters.
Okay.
You really don't think in those terms. You think in sevenths. There are 7 layers, but in each layer. So let me get this staircase designated, and then I'll walk you through.
Okay, sorry.
We're gonna do a staircase. It's gonna start.
And I guess I should ask, while we're still in this setup phase, is there actually audio in this? I assume there probably
Yeah,
isn't.
there is. I have the music turned down.
Oh, I'm just not hearing any game audio.
It's paused right now, so nothing's happening. But I usually play with the music off. The music's fantastic. But if I
the dwarvish songs, I think you linked me some earlier.
Yeah, they're fantastic. It's just it's easier when streaming, and also time.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna put this. We're gonna put this staircase here. Now the reason I'm doing the staircase like this, starting from way up there. Oh, I meant to be one layer. The reason I'm doing the staircase all the way up at the top like this is that it's just easier to designate this way. I would have to go build stairs up. So it's just a quirk of the system.
Okay. So is this layer directly on top of what you were?
Not directly.
Okay, I see where.
Okay. Actually, before we get started, I'm going to designate some temporary stockpile. Well, a temporary stockpile for wood, at least. And then we're gonna also... What do we got here? We got bayberry, pear, lots of pear and peach, walnut, cherry, ash, persimmon. That's some nice trees. That's gonna be some nice wood. And then we're also gonna designate a gathering. A gathering area.
Gathering fruit.
Yeah. We're gonna do...
So do you just kind of draw so you're drawing this zone and the dwarves will go anywhere in there in search of fruit?
Yep. And I'm keeping it relatively small right now because I don't know what's going to come attack me. So I don't want them going all over the map looking for fruit.
Gotcha.
And I could extend the these areas up if I wanted. All right. All right. Let's find out what kind of stuff we're working with.
You swing your pickaxe, and it is a rush of water.
Probably not. The aquifer should be probably a layer down.
Gotcha.
But we'll find out. I certainly could bash into the wall here and hit an aquifer. I think it's unlikely.
Does it proc gen pixel art for these guys too? Because those are some spooky faces.
Maybe.
That guy with the twin forked beard he's gonna haunt my dreams.
Yeah, he is pretty, he's our expedition leader, too.
Oh, he's seen some shit, clearly.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna make you a plant gatherer. I don't want everyone else doing that. Okay. All right. Oop. What did I see there?
So does the game operate,
Oh!
Oh?
That's delightful.
Someone hitting a drum?
The demon rat.
Demon rat. Okay.
That's... I'm sure that everything will be fine.
Yeah, it's probably nothing. Where is it on the map? Is it that red thing?
This right here.
Uh, yes, that is what I was talking about. Sorry, you're on a little bit of a delay from when I say something. So,
Okay.
um, yeah. Look, I think my child would like one of those as a pet, specifically a demon rat. So,
I mean, it kind of looks cute. But,
well, it can simultaneously be adorable and evil or dangerous.
but that isn't even what was originally asking. What was that? I saw some sort of flying insects. Oh, I saw them again. Where'd they go? There we go. What are you? Blood gnats.
Probably nothing.
Probably fine.
They'll clearly only go after the demon rats. They're your friends. You have an alliance. I know this in my bones.
Well, there's apparently no fish. That's gonna be problematic for my fisher dwarf.
So is he gonna get in a strange mood and go hunting for fish?
I hope not. I think the strange moods are all building stuff.
Okay.
Now we've got mud. Just sort of a pool of acrid slush.
Boy, that sure looks like every time you've uprooted something, it was replaced by that.
No, it's just sort of like appearing.
Oh. Oh. Will there are more appearing.
Yes. We've got a column
But
of termites.
What's the
A pile of
green?
vomit.
A pile of vomit.
There's just piles of vomit appearing everywhere.
Will, is this?
Oh, it's
an
raining
enchantment
acrid
curse?
slush. That's why it's appearing everywhere.
Oh, okay. So acid rain.
Yeah.
It's like the first time I played No Man's Sky, and it spawned me a planet that was like acid rain from moment one, and I just sat there and died immediately.
Okay. Well, we're gonna... This is not gonna go well. We're gonna need a trade depot.
You can offer piles of vomit at a fair price.
I mean, I probably could scoop up the vomit into something, but I don't know that anyone would want to buy it.
Serve it to your enemies when they treat with you for the peace treaty.
We got bauxite, which is maybe good. Oh, we've got limonite. These here are gems, so we've got some gems.
Sorry, is there like a tier system of rarity for the types of minerals, or is it literally just even something like that is generated randomly every time you spin up a world?
It's all generated randomly, but it's also generated geologically.
Okay, so it has to obey some rules.
Yes, and the world part of the world generation was creating mountains and eroding those mountains and simulating the world so that you're gonna find stuff in semi-reasonable proximity. We got a whole lot of magnetite and tetrahedrite. That's good. Like metals is good.
Okay.
Metals is good
weapons
because
and
then
armor.
we can make some weapons and armor that aren't shitty copper.
So I can't help but notice your first build order was a room at the beginning of a tunnel, and the tunnel is quite long. Is this a bit of a strategy to burrow as deep as you can to see what's there?
A little. So just to give you an idea of where I'm at with what I'm doing, generally speaking, the overall structure of your fort is going to be really important. The like everything here is calculated. The fact that this is 3 wide means that dwarfs can pass each other without having to like press up against the walls.
Okay.
So this will be like my main pathway into the fortress. I put the stairs all the way at the back. That's just a me thing. That just gives me a point of reference for like where my stairs are at kind of at all times. It's just like that's a me thing. The sheer length of this is just by virtue of getting to the back of the map. If I had Mark's dwarves, if I had working crossbows, then what I would do is turn this into a kill box, like a murder hallway. But I can do stuff like that still. So I could line this with traps, and I may line it with traps. I can also build a bridge at the
so it's like it's a drawbridge. I get it.
Yeah. So I can build a bridge at the edge of this.
And put like a little moat in there.
I could dig below it, or I can just leave it there, and then if I get attacked, I can just pull the bridge up.
Okay.
And nothing will be able to get through that bridge. And that's, to be honest, that is probably something I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
But not immediately. I want to establish some set of basic infrastructure first.
I'm assuming. Okay, so I'll back this up. The game clearly is running on, in something resembling real time. What is the length of? I'm just gonna call it a tick. Like every time there's a tick, how much time has passed?
I'm not really sure, but you can see up here as the days go by. So I think it's like the equivalent of maybe every hour.
Okay.
Or something along those lines.
And so is the tile? Luckily, we have the tile set. So the tile set that looks like a workshop, is that what they actually built, or is that a living quarters?
This is the trade depot.
Trade depot. Okay.
When we get a caravan, this is where I'll be able to do trades.
Okay.
It's one of the high priority things to build. But at least before the end of the year.
So is there no set living space for the dwarves currently?
Currently, no. As soon as we start digging up, and we have, I'm going to be building living space for them up here.
Gotcha.
Now this we've got some clay, so we can do. The fact that all of this up here is clay is good.
Does that give you bricks or things like that?
More than that, I can do farming up here without having to flood chambers.
Okay.
So we're gonna get some of that started at least.
And so you said the the three wide hallways to make it so that the dwarves can easily move without log jamming each other.
Yeah.
Is there any general strategy to the size of the rooms that you build, or is it just on a whim?
More like I guess conventions for most of them. Like just my own conventions. But for some of them it really matters. So I'm gonna do workshops on this layer. So right above that is where I'm gonna do living quarters. So we're gonna have like a main hallway, and then off of this main hallway we're gonna have smaller hallways, and then off of the smaller hallways we're gonna do
Little bedrooms.
we're gonna do bedrooms. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do 8.
Yeah. So when can you get more dwarves?
They can, so they'll show
I'm
up.
assuming they can breed, but do like other caravans bring dwarves to you?
They will come in waves of migrants,
Okay.
and they come essentially at random. There are like certain points where a migrant caravan could spawn and bring in migrants, and that's going to be largely determined by how many bedrooms you have, how well your fortress is working.
Mm-hmm.
You also can have babies, so there'll be dwarflings. They breed quickly, so I'll probably have children in the next by next year, probably,
Okay.
if we survive that long. And then, all right, then we're gonna do workshops. And I kind of have my own format for how to do workshops.
Mm-hmm.
I do like a hallway of shops that lines a set of stockpiles. And I don't really need to dig all the way out here.
So how many consecutive sets of orders can you actually issue?
As
Because I
far as
noticed
digging,
that was like your seventh order.
so priority-wise, they only go from 1 to 7, and all that is the priority.
Yeah, a good chunk of the UI on the right side is behind your webcam, so you can't see anything back there.
Let me temporarily alleviate that. So yeah, it goes up to 7.
Okay.
And there's a lot of other things, like you can pick what stuff you're digging and so on.
And do you have a visual? I guess this is like, what's the indicator that they've moved on to a different set of orders?
So we might catch it. You see how it's like blinking? It kind of went quick, but you can see a blinking.
You actually put the splash screen back up.
I did?
Yes.
How about that?
We're back. Yes.
I think it might have moved when I did like a WASD without clicking off of OBS.
Gotcha.
Okay. So you can see that they're blinking.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
So that's active.
yeah, and that's what it starts blinking when a dwarf decides they're going to do it, and then it'll disappear when they're done.
Okay. So let's say they are on. So this is which step was this? This was three. So if you went back and in your UI and put something at priority one, it would actually cause them to stop what they're doing and go back.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see here that there are times when they're doing the fives, even though there's four left, and
Uh-huh.
that's because all the fours that are accessible have been already claimed, and so
Yes.
they didn't have any fours left, so that were like immediately accessible. So it went on to the fives.
Okay. So they just move on to the next item in the stack when until something else is available.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna have bedrooms, but we don't have any beds or doors or anything like that.
But you'd have to issue a command to build those things, correct?
From workshops. Um, so just digging, I can, because my doors all have, like, I have 3 doors with picks,
Mm-hmm.
because I had 3 picks. They're the ones who are doing that labor.
Okay.
So if I go to the labor menu, you can see that I have, like, I have miners. It's these 3 miners, and they have been given the miner uh, labor, and only I
Mm-hmm.
have it set so only that people who have that labor can do that work.
Okay.
I can also tell them to only do that work. So if I did this, then my then Rakust here will only mine. That will be the only thing he does.
I mean, he
Mining,
is
sleeping,
adept.
and eating, basically.
And so you have like a dwarf will take care of its basic needs when they can.
Yeah,
I
kind of
assume.
like The
Okay.
Sims. They just sort of do
Okay.
they do their own thing. You can nudge them. You can tell them, "Hey, I'd like you to go do this." But
But they're going to make those decisions.
yes,
Okay. So up at the
um,
top there, it looks like there's a that's a mood indicator. So you got three that are so-so, one that's pissed, and two that are fine.
yeah, I'm a little concerned about the one that's pissed. Um,
Can we go take a look at them?
we sure can, and we can go. We can go look at what's pissing him off. So he was horrified by the freakish weather. Um, I am too, and then he also thought about it. So, so he remembered being in that awful weather, and that also annoyed him. That horrified him. Um,
Okay, so the most recent is the top line.
yeah, yes.
Okay. Okay.
So he got drunk. That helped.
He got drunk and info dumped on a friend.
Mm. But it's probably this freakish weather incident.
Yeah. Can you tell like what the relationship with other? Oh yeah, relations tab. Is that how he feels about specific other dwarves?
And whether they're like actually related. Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
we got his religion, with his relationship with God. We've got and he's friends with everyone. Uh, I guess he's just a long-term acquaintance with Rakust.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
He'll probably decide to marry one of them, depending on how many women we have. Um,
So are there only heterosexual dwarves, or have they modeled other things?
uh, there are dwarves that never really show any interest in in sexual relationships, so there might be gay dwarves, but it's like emergent.
They're ace dwarves. Let's
yeah.
go. Excellent.
Well, they'll develop other kinds of relationships, but they're
Sure.
not like it's not modeled to the level of like they'll develop bromances basically.
Sure. For me, it's just wondering how deep the simulation goes. I guess because
It goes deeper than you can experience. So
that's pretty awesome.
like what I'm seeing is ultimately just dwarves running around doing jobs, but there's more going on. Like the exact reason he's pissed off is really unclear to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have like if I go look at the other ones that aren't pissed off, like these guys that are happy. If I go into their thoughts, like they haven't been horrified. That's the only thing I can think is that this one's just been horrified by the vomit rain thing that was happening.
So do you have any way of controlling whether they pivot their mood, or is that...
I can influence it.
Okay.
So
you give them a task that they might enjoy.
Tasks, the surroundings. So in the thoughts you can see they felt satisfied remembering work. They feel satisfied on improving their mining. They don't like being caught in the rain. They don't like drinking without a goblet or a cup or a mug. So I'm going to be making some of those so that they have them so that they're not annoyed by that. But I don't have anything nice in the fort yet. When I do have nice things in the fort, they will have happy thoughts from seeing those nice things, and it's kind of a balance of how many happy thoughts are they having versus negative thoughts. So I can influence them in that way.
Okay.
And once they've dug this out, I'll be able to set up some workshops.
Workshops, so you can build the rest of the living quarters.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna prioritize beds and doors. I think that's the smart move because I haven't been attacked by these demon rats. So, oh wait. No, green tree frog men are fighting.
Great. What? Oh. Are they fighting each other?
Let's, I think so?
Bruising the fat. Oh, wow, that is...
Let's see if we can find him. He's probably up in the tree. That makes sense. Being as he's a tree frog man.
I'm not gonna lie, all of these tree tiles look kind of like organisms.
Well, I mean, they are.
Well, things with arms and legs.
I know what you meant.
How dare you catch me in a technicality, sir?
We've got a tree frog woman.
Oh, there's one. Okay.
Disdains friendship. Disdains truth. Disdains hard work. Okay.
Oh. They have no official position.
She
is
didn't
that
like
a
the freakish
stance
weather
on
either.
something.
Yeah. She didn't like the freakish weather much either.
Wow, that is wild how deep that goes.
Yes. And every single one of these things is not just text. It points to something in their actual personality.
It feels almost like maybe it's just the nature of this game and what you and I do for a living, but I almost feel like every time you click on a tab here, you're just running a Git log.
I see it. There's sleep.
Oh, he's unconscious. That's nice. So they do pause work to actually take care of themselves. That's good to see.
They sure do.
They strike a healthy work-life balance.
They definitely try to. I'll be building some like a communal. I should designate it now. Well, I can't go lower than 7.
Yeah, it seems like you're kind of, unless you have non-miners that can do whatever you're thinking of.
Well, I just redesignated them as 1, so now we're good.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna.
So all of the icons of material on the ground, do you have to actually have someone gather that manually?
Yeah. So that's called hauling, and when I set up stockpiles for them, they'll start hauling into the stockpiles.
Okay.
We're gonna set up a. We're gonna set up a meeting hall, basically. So they're done with this. All right, so we're gonna build some workshops. First, we're gonna need a carpentry workshop. And then we're gonna need a stone worker. And I really think that it's a smart move for me to go as hard into metalsmithing as quickly as I can. So we're gonna do a furnace. We're gonna do a wood furnace, and then we're gonna do a
smelter.
Yeah. And then we're gonna do a metalsmith.
So does the concept of a tech tree actually exist in this game, or is it you can build anything in any order, but only if related structures are built do they work properly?
There is essentially a tech tree, in that you can't build certain things if you don't have the right materials to build them.
Sure.
But that's not exactly
okay.
What
So
you need.
more advanced materials kind of just naturally gate your ability to build a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we get that stone. I'm gonna do another wood one over here, and then this is gonna be. We're gonna do ore. We're gonna do ore here.
Okay, so you can.
And this
You can say all. All right, so you can designate which ores are in each stockpile. You've done a select all here, but
yes.
Okay.
So what I've done here is I've got a stone stockpile that's just going to be stone, and not ores, and a stockpile that's going to be ores. because the
Okay.
metalworking is happening over here. And then I'm going to do a stockpile here that is of actual refined metal.
Okay, so like bars and such.
Yeah, so it's going to be metal bars, but
Hmm.
not, maybe metal blocks, but not.
No stone or other minerals, just metals.
Correct.
Okay.
And we're going to do. We're going to do an extremely low priority, large. Actually, we're going to stripe it. We're going to do. No, we're going to just do it. I kind of work in sets of three as much as I can,
Hmm.
but that's just like for aesthetic reasons.
So in the ASCII version of this game,
Mm-hmm.
or the original version of the game, uh, how are let's say there are five different kinds of metal, and they are in a space. How are those represented?
Um, they're like a. It's like a. Uh, it's like a circle with spikes coming out of it, or that might be the gem. It might just be a circle.
But it's more like, okay, there is a metal here, and you have to actually interact with the space to see what it is, rather than this where you get it at a glance.
Yeah, and even here, like, there's going to be multiple types of rocks that look like this siltstone. So
Okay.
I still need to go over it. And like all the white gems are gonna look like this one white gem image. Um,
Is the ASCII version entirely keyboard based, or did they hack some kind of mouse support into
there's
it?
mouse support now.
Oh, okay.
I didn't always have it. It's still generally better to use the keyboard with that version. This
Hmm.
they really did a good job with the mouse on this. All right. While we are up here,
Oh, that looks nice.
we are going to we're gonna get some farming going. Nobody wants to come in and do the construction. Somebody probably will eventually.
Hmm.
Nobody's died yet, so they're all starting to feel uneasy.
I mean, are they thinking about the bad weather again?
They
Actually,
might.
we haven't been outside in a while. Is it shitty outside again?
I mean, it does appear to be raining sludge again.
Wonderful.
Going to send. You're going to. You're gonna, you're going to send stuff to this stockpile. And this stockpile. So you can have the stockpiles send stuff into different places.
So you could say this stockpile can only be used by the workshop adjacent to it, for instance.
You can, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna set up some temporary trash locations.
So you're making a landfill, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't help but notice that there was the ability to designate a zone as a dungeon.
Indeed.
Oh, is that a caravan? I see.
This?
Kind of the bottom left side of your current screen. Yes, that.
That is the original wagon.
Oh, okay.
And it's still got all of our stuff in it. And I'm worried that that's going to get stolen. So one of the things I'm building, this over here is a storehouse where I'm going to put
Gotcha.
all of that. And hopefully it'll get dug out. These get done? These did get done. All right. Poor soil, awesome. We're going to fertilize it if we have it. And we're gonna go with plump helmets. Just
those mushrooms.
Yes. And then on the other one, I'm gonna do some rotations of crops. This was luck. Having being able to do this indoors. It would have been hard to do over here because I could do it on this loam, but you see how thin it is into the side of the mountain.
Yeah.
So I would have just been digging around in here, hoping I find someplace thick enough. And that's usually what you get.
Okay.
Okay, we've got some...
So how did the sludge get inside? Did the dwarves track it in?
Oh, absolutely. And this is probably them throwing up. So the vomit is that's probably just them puking.
After drinking without cups.
Well, it's whatever the whatever this acrid sludge is making them throw up.
Interesting.
That's my guess.
Can you designate someone to clean that up, or does it fade naturally?
It will fade naturally. There are ways to wash it off. I will deal with it eventually. Ivan Ooze, huh? I will deal with it eventually, I think. But for now, I want to get some work orders going. So work orders.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
We're gonna need a manager.
Okay, that's fine. Let's call over Karen. She'll find that manager.
We're gonna do that. I'm actually. It only needs to be a 1x1 tile, but we're gonna do it as a 2x2, just so that they have a nice office.
Oh, okay.
And having a manager will do a variety of things for us.
So is that just like an extra role you assign a single dwarf?
Yes.
Okay.
So
you can take any of these dwarves and say you're also this.
Yeah, and since none of them have any relevant skills for being a
Fisher dwarf
a manager.
He's got nothing to do otherwise.
Yeah, you are exactly right. And you can see here that it says that he doesn't have a study, and he needs one, and it needs to be at least meager, and meager's the lowest. So a 1x1 room with a chair in it is sufficient. So we're gonna make a chair. And this is just a single task. I could set it to be repeating, but I'm not going to. And one way I could manage all of this is by going in here and saying, I want beds. And I want you to just make beds. But then I'm just going to get an infinite number of beds. And I don't want an infinite number.
Can you give a specific count? Or do you have to add, like, if you wanted 7 beds, you had to add that 7 times as a single?
Right. Which is where a manager and work orders come in.
Okay.
Once I have that office, I'll be able to set up good work orders. But for now, we're going to do what would be a make bed. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to set this to... we're going to make beds if there are less than 2 of them, and we have enough logs, then we're gonna make a bed.
This is like writing an email filter.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
We're gonna make 10 beds, assuming that those things are true, and we're gonna do it every day. So we're going to recheck this work order every day. And then we're also going to do a door one. Wooden door. And we're going to do the same thing. So if there are less than 2 doors, then we're going to, and there's enough logs, then we are going to make 10 doors. So there should always be at least a couple of doors sitting around. And there should always be a couple of beds sitting around.
Can you copy a work order, like all of the conditions on one, and then just change...
So I don't think so.
Make bed, make wooden door had the same conditions.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think so. I think I have to do them one by one.
Okay. That might just be a quality of life thing in the future.
It would be nice. There probably is a way. I'm not aware of.
I guess this is an odd question for a game like this, but are there like mods for Dwarf Fortress?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
In fact, it's a Steam Workshop game, and I actually have a mod on right now.
Oh.
Yeah. So I could. I'm not going to do it, but I can designate things to be smoothed or engraved, and I have a mod that makes that look better. It's
just a better tile set.
Yeah.
Or an alternate tile set. Gotcha.
So you can see that the work orders have come in for the beds and the wooden doors. But if I don't give this guy an office, then that's gonna go awry.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with a chair, and then we're gonna designate this as an office, and we're going to assign it to our manager. And now our manager should be functional because they've got their office to do their job.
And it's checked.
And can I double you up? I can double you up. So we're also going to these numbers up here are approximate. The bookkeeper will
makes them more accurate.
Will make them more accurate. Yes.
Okay. Can the bookkeeper suddenly decide they want to start cooking the books and make the numbers wrong intentionally?
Not that I'm aware of,
Okay.
but I would not be surprised. All right, we need to burn some wood to make charcoal. And we're just gonna do lots of charcoal. Yes, but we're not gonna burn all of our wood.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna well, there needs to be at least 15 logs, which is more than, so that there's at least some wood left over when they're done.
Yeah.
And I don't know that we need the coke. What have we got down here so far? I'm gonna go down a little bit further, and I don't want to go down too far. I'm really surprised that we have not been attacked.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, other than the wacky shit. Oh, someone's fighting.
Yeah, I mean that's I think just the tree frogs from earlier.
Okay.
If I clear them, I don't think we're gonna get another report. Oh, it's raining sludge again.
Of course.
It's, if it wasn't for the wood, for the beds, I would just shove ourselves indoors and lock the key, and lock the door behind us, because it is awful out there.
The only thing, by my estimation, you don't have is water inside.
I can get water inside. All right, we're gonna build that bridge. No, I don't have the mechanisms. That's a
One of your workshops needs to be instructed to make them, or do you need another workshop?
I need another workshop.
You hate to see it.
We'll build them off there. I need there's a mechanism workshop. It
Gotcha.
basically just builds mechanisms.
It's hinges and levers and pulleys and such.
Basically, that's going to be the mechanic. Makes mechanisms for levers and other shit. Do you have a door yet? Can I put a door on here? We have doors. We officially have doors.
Hell yeah.
Which means we probably also have beds.
Apparently you had 3 doors.
I had 4. There's one here.
Okay.
But this is good. This is good. I'm gonna start making cabinets. Rock. Cat. There we go. cabinets going. I'm going to be putting cabinets in the bedrooms.
So when you say rock cabinet, you are meaning literally a cabinet made of rock, not a cabinet intended to store rock.
Correct. It is a cabinet made out of rock.
Would you not prefer to hew it out of the wall?
If it would let me, I would love to do that. Hey, it's just about the expected release time.
Yeah, book's out in a minute. It's also getting pretty close to Mike turns into a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Time.
I'll keep playing this, and we'll see if we'll see if disaster strikes. Batu will stay here with me.
And I will be back.
After you get your beauty sleep.
Hey man. Yes. I actually did a bunch of physical labor today, so I'm just generally beat.
Yeah. I woke up basically right before the stream, so
Yeah. Yeah, I
I'm gonna pop the face cam back on. Yeah, I will still be here.
So, I guess what other things do you think you might shift to once you tire of Dwarf Fortress, assuming that that is a thing that you can actually do?
Well, if
I'm not sure you ever get tired of it.
If I get tired of it, I'll probably switch. If whenever this fortress dies is probably when I'll switch.
Okay.
It's gonna happen at some point. It's just a matter of time. But when it does, I am probably gonna switch. Like our options are Slice and Dice, which is was that game I was talking about, which is like it's like Dicey Dungeons but with a party.
Yep. I'm good at being reductive.
I got 5D chess with multiverse time travel.
Oh my god. I am notoriously terrible at chess. I saw that game and I thought it looked amazing and I have no desire to play it, but I would love to watch you.
It's like an entirely different game than regular chess. Like if you go in with thinking it's just chess, but with extra stuff, you will. It's got a fun. You know that classic opening thing where somebody makes the wrong moves and you defeat them in 3 turns.
I'm usually the one making the incorrect move.
That you can do that in 5D chess. Because people will expect that as long as they are keeping themselves protected, that they're safe, but you can defeat them backwards in time. So you can just stick your queen over somewhere and then just wait. And as long as the pathway to the king remains open, for long enough, you'll defeat them in the future.
Oh man, it might be a little late for that concept, but that sounds amazing.
And then those are my two. Those are my two lighter games. Uh, and then I've got Satisfactory listed.
Oh, Satisfactory is great.
I've got like 200 hours in Satisfactory. And so the question is, will I continue working on my pyramid that is the size of the entire map, or will I start something new?
Do you also play Factorio, or is Satisfactory the one that
Satisfactory is
hooked
the
you?
one for me. I've played Factorio. I played Dyson Sphere Program. I
Mhm.
played Shape.co. But the one that really stuck for me is Satisfactory.
Awesome. Yeah, there's something about there's something about quote unquote survival games that I find are simply tech tree simulators
Yeah.
uh, with extra steps that I get bored almost immediately. I'm like, oh, this is a cool, like the one I've spent the two similar games to these that I spent the most time on are uh, they are what is it? Valheim and V Rising, and the latter was because I just like vampires and I wanted to make my own Castlevania. Uh, and Valheim is like the antithesis of what I enjoy in a video game, but it was very fun to run around with friends.
Yeah.
Uh,
Zircom Nex says that they liked Factorio a bit better, and I can definitely see that.
mhm.
Factorio is ultimately deeper, I think, in the actual machines, the actual factories you can build.
Yeah. Yeah, also, I guess another one that intrigued me, but I got to watch my wife and child both play through both of them. But Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero.
Yes,
Uh, those
I
work
love
for me
those.
because there's actually a narrative hook to drag you along that
Yeah,
it makes the exploration feel meaningful.
yeah. Really enjoyed those. I really enjoyed Valheim as well. Um,
Hmm.
I got another 200 hours in Valheim with the giant castle I built.
Yeah, I actually over at Co-Optimus we actually run a dedicated Valheim server for our Discord members if they uh, want to join it. Um, actually, I should. Oh, we formerly ran one. I do not know if it's still being paid for, but
I have a dedicated computer for my Valheim server, but it hasn't been on for a while.
mhm. Yeah, I tend to play normie video games, uh, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can play what they find fun. Doesn't
Absolutely.
bother me.
All
Yeah,
right,
my
let's.
my particular poison is getting addicted to MMOs and playing them for 10 years. Uh, so I stopped doing that. That was my 40th birthday present to myself is not playing MMOs anymore because I need to do other things. Right. On that note, I am going to dip for a number of hours, and I'll ping you on Discord when I'm ready to pop back in.
Absolutely.
So congratulations on the release.
Thank you.
I'm super excited for you, and I will be back.
Enjoy your sleep.
I shall.
So Zircom Nexus, do I know you, or did you just pop in? if you're still there. Well, welcome. You a Dwarf Fortress fan? This embark is yeah. I mean, I've been playing it for almost as long as it's been out. So, 20 years, whatever, 25 years. Yeah, I've been there. It's very very easy to screw up your whole fortress that way. I once completely filled my whole fort top to bottom in water, messing up a channeling. So I've been there. All right, let's hook up the bridge here. That way when I get attacked later, I can just pull up the bridge and hole ourselves inside. We need these to be actual bedrooms. Well, I just have the bridge as like a wall that I can make appear or disappear. But there are things that can break down that wall. So if I did dig under it, so that because monsters can't destroy stuff that's on a different Z level than it. So I could do that to make it essentially invulnerable. But it's fine. I think we had babies. No, we got migrants. Got a stoneworker. A farmer and a peasant. This is going to be a dining hall. And then on the opposite side, we're going to dig out a meeting room. still. We're gonna do, as soon as the saving is done, we're gonna do a kitchen. And then between them, we are going to just do a food stop. Uh-oh, there's our aquifer. So it looks like we got lucky and it's not a complete aquifer. What do we? We got citrines, limonite. There's like an ore mode. Supply caravan. Alright, what shit do we have to sell? I didn't make any goods. So we can probably just sell off some of these gems. Need a gem cutter. Oh, and before I forget, let's make sure that we get wheelbarrows and don't run out. All right. What do we need? We need booze. Always booze. Sheet. All right. Once we get these 10 items in, we'll trade. Yes, booze. Dwarves need booze, and I am out. So we will be buying that if they have any. Come on. No, don't drink. Come to the trade depot. It's going all the way down to the river to drink, instead of coming here to trade. Now he's conducting a meeting. Yeah, trade depot. Come on. Let's go. There we go. Alright. That's not a lot. Bumblebee venom. Dwarven rum. Dwarven beer. Reindeer milk. I guess we'll just get all of the things. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Then some cheese. Can we afford cheese? Alright. Fish. Meat. Trade? Fine. Trade. No trader needed. Alright, we're gonna start brewing. We're gonna do it from fruit. Basically want this to happen all the time. Yeah, do it every day. I am going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. I return. So how are you doing, Batu? Getting tired? That's not what I want. This is what I want. Meeting area. The gloved nut? Okay. You know what? You want to be the manager? Does anyone else there want to get a dwarf named after you? Gems. We're more than a sixth of the way through the marathon. Only 20 and a half hours left to go. Yeah, I think so. I don't think it'll be that big of an issue. I say now. All right. Now, something I should have done it an hour ago. Why am I doing this? Ugh. We're gonna need a militia commander. And they're gonna be this woodcutter. And we're gonna set up a squad. Oh, I can't see anything under the under the chat. No uniform. I'm gonna have to turn off the chat. We'll come back to it. Too long. What is the fisher now? There you are, Batu. You're in the squad, and we're just gonna do all of y'all. Should be a way to... Doesn't need like an office, does he? No. There we go. Alright, we're gonna need to build a... build a little guardhouse. And we're gonna do gem cutting orders. Cut gems. So you're gonna do that. Alright, we're gonna make a barracks. And we're gonna do all of that in here. And we're gonna have beds in here. So I need to make some armor stands. We're also going to need cabinets. And I need to make some armor stands. We've got hematites. We got limonite. We got magnetite. We got native gold. We got native platinum. We got tetrahedrites. We can got bituminous coal and lignite. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, chat's back. Sorry if I missed anything y'all said. Population's 12. Gonna need to expand. Be able to make steel here shortly. Boy, that filled up. Still can't believe that we haven't been attacked. Yeah, I am surprised. Very surprised. Oh my god. Snow? So one of the cool things is you can just like dig through ice, so I could like collect ice. What are you? A lamprey. We're gonna need... Hmm. Need to start making trade goods. Down here. Dig over. Uh-oh. It'll be fine. The doors will hold it back. But this should fill, and then what it should do is flow in here and then stop here. It's supposed to only come up, back up one layer. So it should be fine. I should have a well over here when we're done. We'll see. I sure hope they get that door in there. This is a way monsters could come in. Unfortunately. What are you doing? Why are you down there? Here's the moment of truth. Well, if things go well, then this will not get waterlogged. If things do not go well, then this will get waterlogged. And then we'll just bar the door, and then this experiment will have concluded. Oh no, you died! Oh no! Oh no! It's very bad that it has a name. You died fighting valiantly against the giant stork. Well, at least it's dead. Oh no, it's not dead. Oh no! There's more than one. Oh no! This is not good. This is very not good. Hey, this worked. It's actually worked perfectly. Alright. This is gonna go badly. Well, we successfully killed it. And the others seem to have run off. We lost almost everyone, though. Let's see. We have 2 miners, one axe dwarf, one wood chopper, and a mason. And I'm gonna need more of these. you're gonna need to make just mm. See, I gotta bury all of them. It's real bad that they're all right at the entrance. Giant storks was not on my list. It's real good that this worked. God, that's a lot of vomit. Yeah, it's gonna be real hard to recover with just 4 dwarfs. The only way that this could go, that this could recover, is if I get a migrant wave. Yeah, well, that's how Dwarf Fortress be. Come on, finish them. This is gonna go real bad if this doesn't get finished. They could become ghosts. But they'll become, at the very least, they'll become restless. And then, if they're restless, I won't be able to... these coffins aren't going to be what I need. The slabs are what I'll need. But I mean, if they become ghosts and they start possessing people and stuff, this is basically all over. At least we got plenty of materials, plenty of food and drink, and this could be much worse. Hey, we got a caravan. Alright, what do we got? We got cut gems. We got goods, we got we never ended up making any crafts. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Oh no, they're back. Oh, the human caravan killed them. They did what we couldn't. Well, we're 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 sort of burying them. There we go. I could have sworn I engraved slabs for these folks. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. They put up slabs that had not been engraved yet. Yep. Yep. I don't understand why they put up slabs that had not been engraved. I'm not quite sure what to do about that. Yep. I mean, I'm glad my well worked. It's really not good. It's like really, really not good. Another caravan? Do I even have anything I can sell at this point? Maybe some more gems. So Zircom Nexus, do you like reading? Do you enjoy a good book? Yeah, I hear you. Yep, I'm in a similar place. And now that I don't have a commute, I have no time to listen to audiobooks either. Well, if you want to add one more to your collection of books that you haven't read, you should check out mine. Links in everywhere. Oh man. Let's see how many orders we got. That jumped up. I think that's all the pre-orders. That is not the game I wanted to play. That is the game. Just got 2 more to engrave and memorialize. This should be all she wrote. I will be right back. might be time to abandon this. I'm not sure how to salvage it. I'll give it until spring. And if we don't get any migrants, then I don't really know what else to do. They put up even more. I know why it's doing this. You're gonna get that one. You're gonna get that one. Ridiculous. What the hell was that? There's an agitated great horned owl just running around.